Good evening and salutations, my Bold and the Beautiful fans. You know, like I said yesterday, this is one of those shows that would benefit from it having a whole hour or, 36 minutes. Because, you watch this show and take an episode like today. You had Carter and you had Katie's, and that they're talking about, well, what's been going on with their lives, that they're lonely, and that they shouldn't sit there and give up hope on finding true love. I mean, it was a nice talk, but it was also kind of filler, This show, and this is the reason why I feel like it benefits from having a full episode instead of this 18-minute stuff. Like, the scenes between Steffi, Liam, and their child that I can't think of their name, all you really saw them do was play games and laugh and be all cute and everything. And I'm like, alright, that's cool. You know what? I will sit there and say this. I remember a couple of times watching GH. And when I used to go on Facebook, I used to read the comments and stuff like that, people would sit there and be like, why isn't Sam with her kids? She should be with her kids. We never get to see Sam with her kids. I'm sitting there thinking, I'll be kind of boring as hell if I actually just saw them just kind of hang out with their kids. I don't understand why you want to sit there and see that for. I get the idea that, it makes it seem like, Sam just pretty much, she doesn't really kind of be the whole mom thing, she's always dropping them off somewhere or having a sitter take care of them or whatever the case is, you never really sit there and see them, you never see her with her kids. So I get that, but it's also kind of boring watching them with their kids, and it was one of those things where it was like, alright, now this is what happens when you see them with their kids. It's like, alright, that's cool. I mean, we got 18 minutes, but okay, I guess we can sit there and spare some time for that for some odd reason. I don't really understand, why does Donna want to go out with a man that could be her granddad's age? That could be her granddad. I don't get this. I really don't understand that. I don't know Eric as far as a character, I guess I felt more sorry for him because he was an old man. I always have a soft spot for, the elderly and senior citizens and stuff like that. Even though this man set this plan in motion, I'm not gonna lie, I still felt kind of bad for him. But I don't really understand what she actually sees in him. Well, not so much what she sees in him, the fact that it could be her granddad. But Brooke is just pushing this idea because, hell, I'd rather have my sister go out with him than Quinn. Because Quinn apparently is terrible and she'll make a bad matriarchy or whatever crap that was spilling out of her mouth. Which, again, I'm like, Brooke, I don't really understand why you feel the audacity to come out your mouth and start talking X, Y, and Z about how Quinn is not there cheating on her husband, even though her husband knows, as opposed to, all the stuff that you've done. I'm not really feeling the new intro. Well, not the new intro, the fast-paced intro that they don't really show, like the whole modeling thing and everything like that. Like, I missed that. And not just because, I got to see Flo in that amazing outfit of hers, but just in general, it just felt like, okay, this feels like Bold and Beautiful. And also, when I was going to my deli at one point, coming home from work, coming home from work, and I saw that, and in my head I was like, damn, is it my imagination, or is some of these women on soap operas, like, are they actually getting hot? like what happened? Anyway, like I said, I kind of missed that intro, and I wish they would just put it back instead of whatever that they're doing. I mean, the show is only 18 minutes, come on, like, damn, give me something. Besides, it does give you that iconic feeling like, alright, this is Bold and Beautiful. Anyways, eventually she does confess her feelings, um, by accident to Eric. You know, she's all like, "Oh, I love him, and I've been in love with him, and this, that, and the third." And Eric just kind of stands there, like, you know, creeping at the door or whatever. Like, I'm what? He walks on in, and she's just all like, she looks at him, then she turns back, and she's all like mortified. I'm like, sweetheart, you're a grown ass woman. I get that, you know, sometimes you're kind of shy or whatever about your feelings, but, bro, no offense, you a little too old to be sitting there acting like the shy schoolgirl. Like, what are you doing? Finn and Hope, go to this, cafe or diner or place to eat or whatever. And he bump into Cheryl and Deacon. Now, Deacon is pretty much just, he's like, yo, listen, we can't do this anymore, I'm out. He does thank her eventually for all the kindness and everything like that that she's shown him, as far as giving him a place to stay, something to eat, you know. But she's like, yo, listen, their family, like our kids' families is not going to let us anywhere near them again. And so once again, Cheryl is not there trying to convince Deacon to, like, yo, don't give up, I need you and you need to stay. So in some ways, it almost kind of came a couple of, I felt like it was on repeat for like a couple weeks ago when she was trying to convince him to team up for like 2 or 3 days. And it almost felt like she was trying to do the exact same thing. So I'm just like, okay. But they spot their kids. And eventually their kids spot Finn, and Hope spots them. So now they're all like looking like, you know, Finn's like, you know, we should just go. I mean, you know, Liam and Steffi said that we should have no you know, they don't want us to have any contact with them, so we shouldn't do it because they said so. I'm like, I get there's more to that, but I just don't like that, you know, that droning, Steffi said I can't do it, so I can't do it. She also said I can't eat ice cream, you know, before I have dinner, so I guess I can't do that either. Like, what? Anyway, you know, Hope is like, I want to find what's going on, and, you know, eventually, Cheryl, and I don't understand what she was thinking about, because their kids already looked like they were somewhat freaked out. Cheryl decides to kiss Deacon. Practically just make out with him. So now, if they weren't freaked out before, oh, they hella freaked out now. They just kind of standing there like, you can see the look on Finn's face. I'm not gonna lie, this guy Finn, he does know how to make some iconic facial expressions. By the way, whatever happened to Thomas' friend Vinny? Whatever happened to him? I gotta sit there and look him up. But if you know what happened to him, could you please write down in the comment section what happened to this guy? Because I've been out, you know, out of commission as far as his show for a while. So clearly I missed a lot. So they're making out, and Hope and Finn are just sitting there freaking out. And so now they're just kind of standing and they're staring at each other. You know, as far as Cheryl and Deacon, they're just kind of like staring at each other. And I'm like, okay, alright, so what's going to happen next? And then 18 minutes is up and I'm like, well, I guess I'll just have to sit there and wait until tomorrow. Or, you know, wait until Monday because this show is only 18 minutes long. I think that's another reason why I was like, you know what, listen, I know I'm not going to be watching Y&R for a while because I need to catch up on some shows. Eventually I will try to go back to Y&R. I just sat there and say I was going to do them sporadically maybe, but I'm glad that I still stuck around to watch this show because this show is, wow. Wow. Some of the things that go on in this show, I'm just like, you know, I love watching some GH. And days have been pretty interesting. But I gotta sit there and say, sometimes, watching Bold and Beautiful, it's like taking a little mini vacation. You know, you just get sucked up into their world that's like not that long, and things that happen, you're just like, what? Like, on what planet did you think? I'm pretty sure, as I'm sitting there saying this, that sure has a bigger plan besides just making out with Deacon. But why does that plan involve freaking out your kids? It's just like, what was that supposed to do? Is it supposed to be a cover story? I don't know. Anyway, I think that's, let me just double check my notes. Anyway, I think that's pretty much about it. If I missed anything, please write it down in the comment section below. And like I said, if you know what happened to Vinny, did he go to jail or something? I know the last time I was watching the show, he was tampering with paternity tests and stuff like that because he got to help out his boy Thomas because I don't really know. Then there was a hilarious fight scene, which... Also, what happened to Ted King's character? I know he was there for a little bit because they made a big announcement about it, and I haven't seen this guy for like weeks. Did he go to Genoa City? Did he go to Y&R? Like, where's my guy at? It's been a minute since I've seen this guy. I miss Ted King. You know, he actually did this show called Time Cop off of the movie with Van Damme. And even though that show was kind of cheesy as hell, it was Ted King that was doing it, so I rock with it. Plus, the 90s was kind of a whirlwind. Anyway, I think that's pretty much about it. If I missed anything, please write it down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.